Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you so much for joining me for this pick a card reading. This pick a card came through as a message for you and your soulmate. So soulmate energy, whatever may be going on between you and your soulmate, your intimate soulmate. Any wisdom, guidance, affirmation for what you may be feeling, how this relationship is affecting you. And just any guidance moving forward to bring you into a state of closer harmony, balance, union with yourself and your soulmate together, okay? So we have 3 different groups to choose from. Take a nice deep breath and a moment to tune into the 3 different groups. Group 1, 2, and 3. Whichever group is calling to your intuition, tugging at your intuition the strongest, is most likely the message for you. Always trust your intuition. Always take what resonates. Leave the rest. There may be more than one message. However, trust your intuition and what feels right for you. I will place timestamps in the description below for all of you. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you. It's such an honor and pleasure to share these messages with you. So if you are new to the channel and these messages do resonate, please do subscribe. And to all my beautiful subscribers, thank you. Please do like, share, and comment on the video. If you feel guided, that would be wonderful. So with that, let's just get into it. We'll start with group number 1. All right, group number 1. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart and souls? So what is the energy here between you and your soulmate? What does your soul want you to know about this connection? I figured I'd pull some tarot for you and your soulmate so that we can get a clearer look at what's going on with the energy in your reality and what's going on with them, and then pull some oracle cards and even possibly some tarot for energy moving forward, okay? So you've chosen this beautiful red heart, 2 beautiful soulmates here. Feels like a really deep feeling connection. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. This feels very good, very unconditionally loving, and it feels like you two are really able to, it's like your intimate bond is more so about the way you feel with one another versus any sort of talks or dialogue that goes on between you. You feel each other on such a deep level. It's all about feeling. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. Like there's nothing that would ever change the way you feel about each other, okay? And that feels really good. It's like just knowing that each other exists, that you have like, it's like just receiving a hug from them makes everything okay in your world. I really like that. Feels really good. And we have be your best self always. So yeah, I feel like this relationship really inspires both of you to always be your best self. It happens very naturally. There's no forcing it. And look at that at the bottom of the deck. I did not plan that. We have the 2 of Cups. You really inspire each other to be your best self very naturally, very authentically. It's very effortless. And so if you're at times not feeling like your best self, I feel like, you know, they're able to see you no matter what. They're not judging you. However, they may challenge you, right? To remind you. They may remind you and be like, hey, you know, I know you can do better. And so I feel like this for both of you helps you both expand your understanding of what life's all about, what love's all about. It deepens your relationship even when it's challenging. And even if you have arguments or disagreements, I feel like both of you are always willing to see it through, you know, to resolution, to balance, to things being okay again. So especially, you know, this is a true heart-based connection. It feels really amazing, and you both learn so much from each other. And you're really able to experience your best self because of one another, okay? So let's get some cards on your energy and their energy, okay? So for you, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. And for them, we have the 7 of Cups, the Emperor, and the Hermit. Okay. So I feel like for you right now, you're more focused on your finances, your income, your business, like whatever you've been doing to invest in your in your income, your business, your work, your career. And I feel like right now you're operating very intuitively on that. Your soul is very much guiding you in your own, helping you stay in your own lane when it comes to your finances. You may have your own business, you have your own career. And so it's not something that they're directly a part of. However, they can only support you so much in that. So I feel like this is something where you may, you have a lot invested in the right places. And you may be waiting for some sort of growth in your financials. And I feel like your person is always there on some level energetically. I feel like you're going through a change right now. You're really wanting to expand your finances. You're wanting to find a way to receive more income so that you can fully, keep growing in love and keep experiencing the things you really want to experience. There may be new things that you want to experience. And I see here with your person, they're also exploring things. However, their focus is more on the emotional fulfillment, on, the different options that fulfill their heart. They're not so much focused on finances. I feel like your person is already in a place there that they feel really well adjusted. They already feel like, finances aren't an issue for them. They're not looking at that. Their focus isn't on growing and expanding that because everything is already happening for them in that way. And I feel like right now they're really being guided to focus on their own path a little bit, focus on their own inner guidance in terms of what really fulfills them beyond the relationship, right? What really fulfills them as a person, their own personal interests and hobbies, their own personal, whatever it is that allows them to feel joy within their own self and their own alone time. And I feel like right now this is like really beautiful because for you, I feel like you're really being guided by your intuition to focus on new creative ways or new ways of expanding your finances. And at the same time, they're being guided to go within a little bit more and find time and find what fulfills them on a level where they're, on their own personal time alone. So it's a really nice balance. It helps bring out the best in both of you because you get to learn about things in your own way, feeling that love and support, and they also do as well. I feel like there's a lot of, it's a very healthy dynamic. Okay. So it's like when you guys are doing your own thing, there's no feeling of rejection or lack or like worried about, am I not spending enough time with them? Are they, upset with me? Like, I don't feel anything like that. So whatever's happening right now in your relationship, it's really helping you be your best self in whatever areas of your life that you're focused on. Okay. And there's always understanding in that. It's like you get to learn with each other and yet you're kind of doing your own thing right now. So it's pretty cool. I feel like whatever you are and have been investing in as far as your finances are concerned, I feel like as long as you follow your intuition and really trust your inner guidance, everything is moving along just fine. It's kind of like a time where you can look back over the past and see what's been working for you and see what you want to carry forward. And I feel like, there's also this energy here of like maybe just being clear with your soulmate, your partner on that, because they may not understand like at times like how it can feel stressful when it comes to finances, because I feel like they're more so very secure within that. So they're very much being guided to fulfill their own heart, outside of the relationship in terms of, not relying on just you or what they always do. There's something here where they're being asked, presented with new opportunities to learn about themselves in new ways, different ways to bring out their best version. That doesn't involve just work or just a relationship. I'm feeling like it could be hobbies or like just something new and exciting, that they like to focus on. And it's something that only their soul can guide them to do, something that they have to figure out on their own. Okay. So we're going to pull a couple of these cards here and just clarify. We have heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay. So if this is a new relationship that's forming, I feel like it's something, it could be something that started out as a friendship and it's growing into something a little bit deeper where you really get to know each other in a deeper way. I feel like this relationship, for those of you that are already together, there is such a strong foundation of friendship already established between you, and the love may be growing in deeper ways that really, the intimacy between you two, it's like there's no denying, that you can be yourself with this person. You feel safe with this person feels safe with you. And no matter what happens in life, like you guys just have this heart connection that is unbreakable. And if this is a relationship that's entering into your life, I mean, here we have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting hesitation, and healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. So I feel like intuitively you're making all of these beautiful choices for yourself. You have healthy boundaries, you have a healthy outlook on life. You're attracting in a partner that is going to reflect that for you, you know, where you're both making healthy choices for yourself. You're both very independent, self-reliant, and you take responsibility for that. You know that it's your responsibility to do that for yourself. So let's see here. The dragonfly, and I even feel like here with the Emperor, like this person, your soulmate, they understand the challenges of finances, of building an empire, of building finances. So there's like this relief that comes with knowing that, you know, there's truly no failure as long as you never give up, that you become more successful, right? You learn so much from what, you know, whatever we deem as a failure. As long as we keep going, we learn so much from those, like those moments where we feel that and we overcome them, and it only contributes to our success in the long run. It really helps us establish that really firm foundation, you know, that we know we're really in it and we're willing to face whatever challenges come our way. We're not going to just give up and, you know, forget about it. So that's what creates that strength within yourself to keep going. So I feel like there's some sort of like, you know, it's like a deeper affection. Like, yeah, you know, they're not afraid. They're not afraid when they fail, or when like things, when they feel like they're failing, or when they feel like things are challenging, or, you know, finances may be a little tight. However, it's like you're able to see beyond that. And I feel like there's an appreciation, you know, it's like they can see the quality in you that keeps going. They can really appreciate that, especially with the Emperor energy. You know, the Emperor has been through all of it here. So I feel like your person is finding out new things about themselves in a really fun, lighthearted way. They're discovering new things that they really enjoy, that really make them happy. And this could be like simple little things that they just find, you know, fulfilling to do on the side whenever they have time. Like it just improves their mood and improves their spirit. It could be daily practices that contribute to their overall health and well-being, whether that's exercise or walking or, you know, arts and crafts or whatever it is. Like it's something that just, you know, it's like playtime, you know, and it's a healthy way of engaging with oneself, that where they learn more about themselves in deeper ways. We have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So they may, even at this time, like not be showing their full emotions when it comes to, you know, the world. You know, they may be wearing like sunglasses, so to speak, when they go out and about. We have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Here with the dragonfly too, they're going through like a mini spiritual awakening. So there may be times where they just seem like they're not focused on something like the relationship, or they're not focused on anyone else but themselves. And it could be because they're going through something that's deeply spiritual inside of them, that's profound, that they don't really know how to talk about with anyone. And I feel like they may be feeling like they don't know how to talk about it. They don't have the words to express it. And they may even fear like some sort of rejection, especially if they're in this Emperor energy where they're well respected and people have a certain perception of them. And I feel like when they're in that mode, like you can sense that because you feel who they are inside. And it's just like, it's very reflective of your relationship, because whatever you're going through, like even if you're feeling like financially you could be in a much better position, and you know you are at some point, you know you're growing, you know that you've, you know, made all the right decisions and that things are going well for you, it's like it doesn't change the way you feel about each other. In fact, I feel like it builds like this deeper appreciation and love for each other, that it shows each other who you really are inside, you know. So I feel like they may not be showing their full face to the world of any sort of like deeper, profound epiphanies they're going through, or spiritual awakenings that they're going through. However, you can sense on a deeper level what's really happening, and they may feel grateful to be able to share even the littlest bits with you without feeling judged, okay? And I feel like for you, it's the same sort of thing. Like if you are having any sort of struggles or worries, like it's not something you really put yourself out there and focus on. Excuse me. However, you know, if you were to share it with them, it builds like this deeper bond of love that you know, that you feel trust in this person. Like, so I feel like there's something here where your person is having sudden epiphanies and realizations about, you know, themselves and what they really want in life. And, you know, you're listening to your intuition and really creating this healthy energy around yourself. And I feel like it's very reflective in terms of your soulmate energy here, and you both being your best self always. Like it's whatever this is, You're both really contributing to the growth and well-being of each other. It's really beautiful. Excuse me. So let's get a few oracle cards here and see what other messages want to come through for the two of you. Share your thoughts, number 41. Share your thoughts. So I feel like you're both very powerful people in terms of your spirit, your strength, the things that you've been through in your life. You've really experienced a lot. You've had to really dig deep at times, really stay true to your dreams, really believe in yourself even when no one else did. And I feel like, you know, by sharing your thoughts and who you really are, it's like you're able to break through any sort of fears. And I feel like this relationship gives you that sense of groundedness, you know, when you're feeling a certain way and when you want to share your thoughts, like you feel, it almost gives you this reassurance that you can share yourself without feeling like holding back. You know, you have confidence in yourself because there's an energy here of feeling confidence within each other and encouraging each other to be true to yourself and to speak your truth and to share your thoughts. So your thoughts may be improving on a daily basis simply because this relationship, whether you're together now or this is something that's forming in the future, it's felt energetically very strongly. And so there's a confidence to both of you that is really strong, like this dragon, you know. And it's like, even with the light here and the shadow, you both see each other for who you are. So there's no fear of hiding who you are. There's no fear of rejection or feeling insecurities being triggered. It's like it's all very healing. There's an energetic presence that's felt whenever you're sharing your thoughts. And so share your thoughts, okay? Share your thoughts more. I love it. There's such a freeing energy here between the two of you. All tied up, number 23, all tied up. Okay, so this card is, you know, it's like an energy where it's like, this is very like kind of like a lighthearted tied up. Like you may have things going on in your world that make it feel like you're not able to pursue a relationship or get too involved in like the dynamics of a relationship when it comes to like going deep right now. And yet it's so temporary. Like there's just this feeling of like, I've got to focus on this and I've got to focus on this. Like I feel like you're focused on your finances and your business, your career, your work. And they're focused on having this little mini spiritual awakening going on. So it's like both of you are thinking about each other. Both of you want to be together in so many ways. And yet you've both got to go through these individual things, right? Your soul's like guiding you in these individual ways that you need to, you know, become more masterful in certain ways and refine parts of yourself that only you yourselves can do. So it's like this energy of like, you know, I'll you know, we'll get together then and we'll do this or whatever. Right now I've got to do this. You know, it's like no matter what's going on, even if you're not able to be together physically right now, or you're not able to spend quality time with each other right now at this particular time, you are in a way energetically, and that is in a sense strengthening you. It's like this energy with the lights around her, and she's, you know, the vines are very loose, you know, she has like this look of innocence, like, yeah, you know, I want to be with you right now, or I want to get together, but I can't right now. You know, it's just like very much out of your control in a way. So it's just something that you both have to go through. And you both acknowledge that. Like there's no shying away from your own personal growth. There's no denying your own personal growth. You're not self-sacrificing yourself for the other, which is really healthy for both of you, because obviously, you know, when you nurture your soul, when you nurture your path, you're only going to benefit each other continually for years to come. So it's very healthy. It feels like a very healthy energy, especially here with the way that the lights are showing up and this look of innocence on her. It's like, you know, you're both doing a really good job at prioritizing, you know, your life and your soul and your path and your journey. And, you know, it's what you need to do. It's just what you need to do to be your best version, to be your best selves. And you both understand that about each other. So I love it. I really do. No one's taking anything personal. You know, it's like you both understand that you got to do what you got to do. Take charge of this situation, Moses. Okay, so I feel like with Moses coming through, you know, anytime Moses comes through and it's like really encouraging us to take charge of our situation, to take charge of our energy, to take charge of our life, to know that we can do things that may seem impossible to others, right? However, whenever you're feeling a certain way, it's really about you choosing to take responsibility for your life, your relationships, your path. You know in your heart what is true. You know who feels right, who feels wrong. You know what your partner's feeling. Like on some level, I feel like this is about you really staying focused on what you know is right for you and taking charge of it and not allowing any sort of other people's feelings or judgments or thoughts to interfere with what you know to be true. I feel like you're both being guided to do that. Like no matter what's going on around you, definitely, especially for your soulmate, like I feel like they're being guided in ways that are unique to them, right? It's like they may be into things that other people around them are not into, right? This may be like one of those moments in their life where they want to try something new or do something that others around them, their friends and family, may not approve of or may not really understand. However, they still need to do it because it's what their soul is guiding them to do. And I feel like this is, you know, encouraging them, you know, inspiring them, like, take charge of this. You're the only one that can do this. If you don't say yes to this, if you don't, you know, create this path for yourself, it's never going to be created. I mean, it's already created essentially. It's just about taking those steps, taking charge, especially here with the Emperor. You know, that's a part of the Emperor's energy, is really taking charge of situations, being a leader for your own self, you know, following through on your own heart's desires and not letting anyone get in the way of that. You know, because those who really love you unconditionally are going to support you no matter what. So it's like kind of being able to let go of what other people think or feel about certain decisions that you're making for your own life and your own well-being and your own dreams, and just saying, you know, taking charge of it. And I feel like your energy together, both of your energy, no matter what, you know, it supports that. So it's like you feel this underlying internal support energy that is really, you know, it's strong, it's beautiful, it's healthy, and it gives you that motivation and encouragement and inspiration to keep going no matter what anyone else is saying, okay? Take charge of this situation. It's almost like you two encourage, it's like you two encourage and reflect each other to be your best versions. And it's almost like I feel this agreement between you where if you're not being your best versions, you know, we're going to have to focus on our own self. And by doing so, you know, it's like kind of takes away from being together. So it's like, it feels very, you know, it just feels like what two healthy people would do, like holding each other to, you know, the promises they make, so to speak. So we have a change in the wind, number 12, a change in the wind. So I feel a lot of big changes that are upcoming for you and your soulmate here. Getting ready to really embrace those changes. Whatever's happening in your worlds right now, wherever your soul's guiding you to stay focused on, is really going to help prepare you for the changes that are coming for you, that are already happening, it's like the winds are shifting, things are shifting. It's being felt within both of you. It's, you know, it's all the things that you truly want to experience. So it's like preparing you. This energy is very powerful. The two of you together are very powerful because you feel each other in that really beautiful place of your heart. It really helps you gain a deeper understanding of life, of love, and being able to be in your own power. Okay, so I feel this change is really positive. I feel it's really good, and it's something new and exciting. You know, it brings in newness and excitement and adventure and passion and new ideas and creative inspirations and outlets and just ways of being in life, you know, that are satisfying to all the different aspects of yourself, not just one or two. I feel like it really connects you and grounds you, and at the same time allows you to explore things in a new way. So I feel a change is in the wind, and I feel the two of you are, you know, you're truly an inspiration when it comes to living life, because you do follow through with what, you know, what you want in life. And so I feel this very successful energy where you may stand out in ways that you've never stood out before, because you're doing, you know, what others may feel is impossible. Okay. You're very much doing that. I always feel that when I see the zebra and this, you know, this like house thing on top of him. It's like, there's just something here where it's like, I'm hearing people say like, oh, that can't be done, or, you know, that's just not how it is. And you're like, no, that's how it is. That's how it is, because, you know, I'm choosing consciously to follow my guidance, and I know they are too. And, you know, it's like you're doing what cannot be done, and it's, of course it can be done. You know, anything can happen, right? So it's just like, I don't know. I feel this shift in your energy, this shift where it's effortless now to have that perspective, to hold that perspective, to be in alignment. Whereas before, it may have felt like more of effort to put into it, and like needing to see results. Like, I feel like you're beginning to see the results. You're beginning to live and experience the results, and so there's this bigger change happening. You know, and it's all very good. It's all very positive. Um, we have numerology precision. Precision. It feels like, you know, this energy is like, it's more precise, right? It's like there's a science to it. It's not just like dreamy or wishy-washy or airy-fairy. Like, I'm hearing all these words of just like, oh, you know, spiritual woo-wee stuff, you know. There's something to it. There's a science behind it. There's a biology behind it. You know, this is like a consciousness, a choice. This is humanity. This is intelligence running through you. And you're both feeling it in your heart. You know, it all starts with love. Love is the intelligence, right? So it's like, I'm feeling here with precision, with numerology. It's like the more tuned in the both of you are, the more aligned you are, you're more connected to the consciousness around you, to the stars, to the, you know, the numbers, the manifestations, the people, the opportunities, the businesses, the way that things work in the world. So I feel like there's just this greater feeling of clarity and precision and being in alignment, you know, like your path. It's like you're both in your own path, and yet your path is, you know, it's always together on some energetic level, and even in the physical reality, where it's just going to be, you know, it's precisely mutual. Like, I don't know, there's something here about, you know, you may be seeing different numbers right now just to affirm like what's going on in your life. You may be seeing, you know, 1111, obviously. However, there may be certain numbers to you that are specific to whatever it is you're going through. I know lately I've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot on the clock. I just keep looking at the clock, 12:34, and I'm like, interesting, you know? It's like these certain numbers that may show up for you when, just to affirm that you're, you know, right where you're supposed to be, that you're in energetic alignment with yourself and your soulmate. Okay? Or when you two are maybe thinking about similar things, or you're in similar energetic waves of thought where, you know, you're both tuned into staying focused on your path, and it just, I don't know, there's some sort of precision where you're more finely tuned with each other in a very deep way, okay? And numerology may be something that you feel guided to look into as well. Let's get a self-love card here. I have abundance in all areas of my life. I claim abundance for myself right here and right now. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve my good. Okay, so this is for you, beautiful soul. I have abundance in all areas of my life. Really feeling that abundant energy, that abundant consciousness, prosperity consciousness, really feeling and seeing yourself prosperous no matter what, whether you're with someone or not. I feel like for you, it's really important for you to know that. Like, you are creating this abundance for yourself because of your choice to align with it. And in that, you know, so much abundance is attracted to you in so many areas of your life. However, your soulmate, your partner, you know, they may be supporting you energetically as a person, as a, you know, soulmate, as a friend, and all of that. I feel like your heart and soul, though, really need you to know that this abundance, you know, is because ultimately you're choosing it for yourself, okay? And everything that happens in your reality is because of this choice to embrace love and abundance and prosperity, and they are very much a part of it. However, they also have to choose it for themselves too, right? It's not about convincing anyone to do it. And, you know, it's like, I feel like you're both very much in tune with that understanding. Like, you're not a crutch for one another. You're your greatest supporters, your friends, your confidants. You're able to encourage each other and inspire each other and even remind each other at times. However, it's more about nurturing the love, nurturing what's already happening within who you are, really being your best self always. It's like it allows you both to show up as your best version, your best truth, most truthful, authentic, heart-based person, no matter what's going on, okay? Let's get one for them just to see what comes through. I support myself in making the right choices for me. I am incredibly capable whenever I encounter a challenge in my life. I use the experience to learn and grow. So that may be something in your thoughts that you send them, or you just let them know, that they're always make the right choices for themselves. This is something I tell my children all the time. I always let them know, no matter what's happening, you're always going to make the right choices for yourself. And that's just, what I tell them, because I believe it. Even if they feel like they're making a mistake, or they did something they shouldn't have, or whatever, like I always remind them, there's, no mistakes. If you're always willing to learn and grow, then you learn and it becomes wisdom and you make better choices. So, just them knowing and affirming that, the choices that they make for themselves are always the right choices. I feel like they're really coming into awareness of that, and letting go of any sort of judgments they may have on themselves, which is opening up all sorts of new opportunities and ways that they can truly fulfill themselves individually, without relying so much on another person. Okay. Whew. So that is really beautiful. So group number 1, this is your message. I truly hope it resonated. I truly hope that it just brought some deeper understanding and insight into, what may be happening on an energetic level, and that, it encourages you both to just keep going and being your amazing selves. So much love here. It's just such a beautiful connection. It's a beautiful relationship where I feel like no words are really necessary between the two of you. It's all very much felt in the heart and soul. You're both very much aligned with the right intentions and doing your best in life, and it's really beautiful to feel. Okay, so stay focused on your priorities, stay focused on what truly, keeps you in alignment with feeling your best self and being your best self, and go easy on yourself, be good to yourself, and keep doing whatever it is you're doing. Okay, there's some really great big changes coming in your life, and whatever's happening is preparing you for that. Okay. So I love you all so much. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you infinitely so very much. And I'm so grateful to share these messages with you. It truly is such an honor and pleasure. And I look forward to the next messages that come through. I will be back again very soon. So until then, be good to yourself as always. And I'm sending all my infinite love as well. Peace. Hello, group number 2. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you once again for tuning in. So let's see what your soul wants you to know about this beautiful soulmate connection, okay? I feel like a lot of electricity pouring through this card between both of you, especially in terms of your, your consciousness, your third eye. There may be telepathy going on here. I feel like this, it's almost like this energy coming out of this man's mouth. There's some sort of unspoken communication between you two that's really strong. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, so romance in the air. Feels very electric. We have Clear Endeavor, number 39, Clear Endeavor. I love this. Wow. I feel like there's this energy of like, you're the one. Like, I know you're the one. It's very electric. It's almost like when the two of you feel each other, there's like this electricity between you, that's not there when you're apart. It's like you connect and it's like, whoa, there's like a spark. There's something alive. And it almost feels here in this card with Clear Endeavor, like she's waking up out of winter. It's like, here's winter, and it's like, I don't know, there's this energy of waking up or feeling alive even when it's winter. Okay. There's color, there's life. There's life. It's really beautiful. So let's see. Let's get some tarot here for you and your soulmate. Romance. Cupid's arrow has striked. It's a strike. I love it. Okay. It's almost like I'm seeing Cupid like, yes, like I got him. It's so funny. All right, so your energy. Wow, we have the Empress. Look at that. Beautiful Empress energy, divine feminine energy. Very, very abundant. Very much in your power. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. Focused on your career, your work, your finances, your financial foundation. And the King of Swords energy here. Wow. Let's get some cards on their energy, on your soulmate here. Three of Swords. Ouch. Eight of Cups. Okay. And the Hierophant. So, my goodness. I feel like you are very much like in your power. You've chosen already quite some time ago to really be aligned with your path, your purpose, you know, what it is that you want to do in life. Your finances, I feel like you've been investing really well, making the right choices for yourself, taking the right steps to become financially secure in your foundation. And I also feel this energy here with the King of Swords where things may have been and felt quite serious for some time in terms of like making decisions and you know, really laying things out for yourself, you know, creating a reality for yourself that works, that's fluid, that doesn't cause stress, you know, that's very honest. I feel like you've had a lot of really good guidance when it comes to making the right decisions for yourself, whether that's internal or whether that's other masculine or, you know, male type of energies in your life. I feel like there's, you know, you've been able to make the right choices for yourself. And I feel like, you know, with the King of Swords, there's this energy where it's kind of, you know, it's not so much romance or, you know, there's not a lot of like lovey-dovey energy there. So it feels like, you know, there's something here with your soulmate. They've been going through some heartbreak, some heart stuff, you know, that's painful. Could be loss or grief or just, you know, breaking up and endings of old relationships. And I feel like there's something here that's ignited within you. It's like you can feel on a deep level. There's, you know, the energy of the Empress. It's very nurturing and comforting to any sort of heartbreak or loss. Like she knows how to respond in the ways that only an Empress can, with still while maintaining her, you know, her energy and her power. Yet she's very soft and nurturing, you know, even if she's being very stoic, and it's not something that she, you know, takes for granted. You know, it's like she has a very strong heart, right? And sometimes these situations are not for the weak of heart. You've got to be strong to face heartbreak. You've got to be strong to be able to pull these swords out of your own heart, to stop negative thinking, to stop negative patterns in relationships. And I feel like you know that about yourself. And there's something here about feeling compassion for your soulmate and understanding like this is the steps they need to take in order to really be in their power, to really connect with who they really are. So I feel like there's this feeling that you can feel within yourself that they are doing that. You know, they've finally reached a point in time where there's no going back here with the Eight of Cups. Like, I feel like they can sense you or see you, whether you know who this person is or not, really doing your best every day to invest in yourself and invest in your future, and to be proud. You know, it's like there's a feeling of knowing you've put the time and the work and the energy in, and that's why you're seeing the results that you are. It's not like it was just handed to you. And I feel like that's really, you know, reflecting in them this sense of empowerment where they know what they need to do, and they're able to make those decisions knowing that they're supported in that decision. Whereas they may in the past not have felt that support. And they know they need to make that decision regardless of what anyone else is doing. However, I feel like there's this energy of within themselves, you know, where they recognize like, okay, I can do this. They may not know where it's coming from at this time. However, you know, something within them is encouraging them to move forward and to leave the past behind and to let go of these things in life that weren't fulfilling to their heart and soul. They were only causing heartbreak and sadness and grief. And I feel like it's also, you know, they're choosing to be more aligned with their spiritual path, to make a commitment to their own daily practices of personal growth and taking accountability and responsibility for their path and where they're going. Very clear endeavor. Like, it's very clear to them what they need to do. And I feel like, you know, it's helping them establish that commitment, you know, to their soul, to their path, to what's right for them, to their even their spiritual practices. And I feel like there's this King of Swords energy that's it's almost like I feel like they're receiving insight in ways that are very clearly communicated. You know, it's just truth. There's no confusion. There's no mixed, you know, deceptive type of consciousness. Like, I feel like there's a very clear stream of consciousness that they're able to receive when they're tuned into love, when they're tuned into the truth. And it's, you know, it's felt within you and them, like at the same time. Whenever it's almost like there's just this energy of like helping you recognize your own nurturing self, your own loving self, your own abundant self. It's helping you recognize like how you're making the right choices for your future. And it's very reflective, you know, it's very beneficial for both of you in all the right ways. Okay. So this is a really beautiful connection. Let's see. Let's get some deeper insight here. I'm going to clarify here with these Island Time Wellness cards. So we have the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay. I'm going to clarify these here. Seduction and cassette. Okay. Let me get their cards too. Karmic relationship. Axe. And stabbed in the back. My goodness. Okay, so what I'm really picking up on, this soulmate connection is really sweet and it's really beautiful, and what it's really helping you see is the truth. Ultimately, like it's helping both of you see what the actual truth is here. It's really helping you see that the choices that you're making, I feel like there's like this perception where some may feel like it's selfish, or I don't know, there's like this projected energy where you may have at times felt like questioning yourself, like, am I narcissistic? Am I selfish? Whatever it is. And I feel like you're able to see the truth for what it is. You're not any of those things. Your heart is very big. It's very strong. You're the Empress energy, which means you stand in your power. And that can be intimidating for a lot of people because they're not willing to open their heart and find out the truth of how things really work in life. They're not willing to put in the time and energy to manifest. So I feel like it's helping you let go of any sort of illusions, illusory type of perceptions you may have had about yourself. It's really helping you see yourself for who you really are and let go of any sort of misconceptions you have about yourself being narcissistic or being selfish or being, egotistical or anything like that. I feel like it's allowing you to let those go. And I feel like you're also recognizing that you're not alone. Like there's some sort of energy here where it's like you can see so clearly, that relationships, it takes two. There's a mutual loving energy in a relationship, and it goes both ways. It's not one-sided. It's not about just being complimented and love bombed, especially if you're a very successful person. I'm sure you've experienced love bombing and people giving you compliments just to get on your good side and like get in with you. However, those relationships turn out to be empty and hollow and can be actually, very distracting to what you're doing and hurt you in the long run. So I feel like it's helping you identify yourself and like be grateful to the choices that you've made and love yourself and accept yourself and be grateful to be empowered and be grateful to be in your power and to be an amazing person doing amazing things, because it requires a lot of energy. Okay. Here with the seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, I feel like by you staying focused on your career, your work, your finances, that's really allowing you to stay away from any type of seduction energies where you feel tempted to maybe hook up with people that aren't right for you or try out things with people that you normally wouldn't. Like, I feel like there may be people who try to seduce you because you're very attractive in a lot of ways. Not just one, like there's a lot of attractive qualities about yourself. And I feel like it helps you say no, when you know you need to say no. And I feel like there may have been times where you may have been seduced. And so you're very aware of those kind of third-party interferences, and it allows you to stay focused on what you're doing. And here with cassette, it says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And I feel like you're done with that, especially here with the King of Swords. There's no more outdated thinking. There's no more going back into these cycles of thoughts that, don't go anywhere, that aren't towards growth and progression and empowerment and creating the life that you truly desire. And so I feel like this King of Swords energy, you've really embraced it in a sense. It's like a masculine type of energy where it's, if you are this Empress energy and you feel this for the most part, it's nice to have that sort of masculine balance in your life where sometimes you have to say no and open up your consciousness to new things. And it requires an energy of confidence about yourself, like where you have to be really sure of who you are and move forward, because the king, he makes decisions regardless of what anyone else has to say about it. He knows what's right. He knows what's true. And sometimes you have to say no to things other people may want you to say yes to, or vice versa. So I feel like it's really helped you let go of any sort of outdated thinking. And I feel like here with your soulmate, there's a recognition that the relationships that they were in the past were very karmic, and they're learning from them. They're choosing to learn and grow from them instead of staying stuck in the old patterns. I feel like it's like with triggers and different things that may have come up. It's like enough is enough. They finally decided to say no more. Enough is enough. I've got to move forward. I've got to let go, especially here with the axe. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. You know, they had to give the axe to whatever was going on in the past and just choose to move forward, choose to walk forward towards that which is meant for them, towards, you know, alignment, truth, peace, love, true unconditional love, romance, all of those things. And here with the stab in the back card, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack, I feel like they reached a point where they really had no choice but to turn to their own soul, their own heart and soul. And I feel like it's, you know, it's a result of you both wanting this connection with one another, you know, wanting to be with your true soulmate, wanting to be with the true people that are really meant for you in life. So it's helped you both face some really difficult patterns, some really heavy energies that are really difficult to let go of, to release, to even acknowledge that they exist within us. You know, however, when we do that, we're able to transmute them. We're able to return our energy, so to speak, into its pure form. It's back to the form that it's, you know, it truly is, which is love and light and joy and bliss and all of these things. So you may not know it. You may not know who this person is. You may know who they are. Energetically, you are definitely catalysts for one another to continue taking the right steps for one another. And it's not that they're responsible for your choices. However, it's, you know, it's definitely supporting and benefiting the choices that you're making. And so I feel like you can really feel the clarity, you know, and feel the difference in this relationship versus other ones from the past. Okay. So let's keep going. Let's get some oracle cards here. Because, I mean, what the two of you have been through is tough. It's, I mean, it can be an energy that makes anyone want to call it quits and give up on things. And I feel like it has, you know, the healthy effect on you, which is to keep going, to have faith, to have trust, to be grateful that you're both strong, that you're both willing to overcome things and become even better for it and form deeper, intimate bonds because of it. Okay, you haven't given up on love. You've definitely choosing to learn and grow. And it just feels very clear. It's like on the front of the heart card, it's very electric, very clear. Like there's no mistaking it. It's undeniable. We have trust in magic, number 47. Look at the two crows. Trust in magic. I feel like this relationship really does, you know, help you trust in magic, believe in magic. I feel like magic happens when you're thinking of each other, when you're with each other. I feel like there's no denying it. It's very, very clear. There's nothing that anyone could ever say to make you believe otherwise. Like it wouldn't be happening if it wasn't true, you know, like the love between you is real or the magic wouldn't be happening. So trust in the magic, know that the magic is your love. And, you know, this is something where every day, you know, we have free will. So we, you know, source, spirit, your soul's always going to affirm to you, you know, to give you the signs, the synchronicities and all of that. But it's more than that. You know, it's like when two people come together in love, magic really is the truth. Things happen. The whole world around you feels it. Okay. I just feel this energy of very natural, wholesome, deep, loving, intimate love between the two of you that no one else could ever understand. You know, this is very special between the two of you, okay? And there's not going to be any denial of, you know, who each other is to the other. Like you two are just, you've been through way too much to ever be fooled again. And I feel like, you know, I don't know, let's keep going. I feel a lot. Angel of balance here, 48, angel of balance. So I definitely feel a lot of the angels and guides with you, helping you both stay grounded. Maintain your balance and your stability with whatever you're going through, because especially in a new love, especially when you've gone through so much, there can be a lot of ups and downs. It can feel like a roller coaster. Excuse me. So I feel like you have this support here to help you stay balanced, help you stay grounded, help you stay focused on, you know, what it is that you're doing right now, what's important to you, what allows you to feel, you know, your well-being and maintain it very easily and effortlessly. I feel like there's just this very beautiful, easy flowing energy between the two of you, where it brings a lot of relief and reassurance. You know, it helps you let go of any sort of worry or anxiety or any stress around any sort of relationships. Like you just know, like, yeah, we're going to keep growing and doing what we got to do. And that's that. feels really good. We have restriction, number 35, okay? So at this time, you two may be separated, not together yet, especially here with your soulmate. I feel like there's this energy here too with the King of Swords and you, with the Empress energy. Like, I feel like there's this time period right now. It almost feels like the two of you are not together. And I say that because I feel like some of you are in relationships with people and you may know who this person is. I feel like there's this energy where you don't feel like you can communicate with each other. Okay, like you may have been in communication in the past, for example, and you're not messaging right now or communicating right now. Or if this is someone yet to come into your life, like it's not the right time. There's an energy of restriction here for the purpose of, your own self-growth, your own personal development, and what it is that you both need to look at individually within yourselves at this time, so that when the timing is right, you come together and all is well. Because whatever it is you're both going through, it needs to be on your own, okay? And I feel like in whatever ways you feel restricted, just know that it's for your own good, it's for your own protection and theirs, and that's what allows you to stay focused on your path and not get detoured, especially here with seduction. Like, there's different patterns that are being healed. There's different energies and emotions with stabbed in the back and having to, say goodbye to the past and just move forward. So there may be very strong emotions that come up for both of you. And so I feel like this is just to acknowledge and let you know, like, whenever it feels like you're restricted from something, it's actually really good, because it's allowing you both to feel protected with whatever's going on and to stay in integrity with yourselves. And it forces us to go inward, which is what we need to do at these times, is to really go inward, learn to trust ourselves completely, learn to really be able to manage our own emotions, our mental well-being, all of that before we get involved in a new relationship or in a physical way with anyone new. I feel like, however, this is like, it's like your heart and soul just want to reassure you and let you know that, even if you already know it intuitively on some level, which you should. I feel like it's always nice to have it affirmed. And it's also to keep you from going back into any old patterns or programs or, hooking up with people that aren't right for you, or saying yes to things you don't want to, that may have been something in the past. Like, whatever it is, like, I just feel like those options aren't even going to be available. So you don't have to worry about it. It's just like off limits, restricted, because it's like you both are already connected spiritually in the unseen in such beautiful ways. I almost feel like, there's just, I don't know, there's a lot of protection around you two from making the wrong choices. It's really cute, actually. Okay, and we have candle illumination. I love it. So it's like, no matter how dark it feels, there's like this illuminated light. There's like this electric, illuminated, soft glowing, fiery light. In your heart, you feel it in your heart. You feel a connection in your heart that's undeniable. And you can feel it's your soulmate, and they can feel it's you. I just love this. Like the two black crows, the blackbirds, it's like, I don't know, there's just this playfulness energy between the two of you that's so cute. And I don't know, I can see like the cherub, the Cupid. I don't know, there's just definitely this, you're both very strong. You're very strong-willed. You're very, feisty and fun, and you're very playful. Like, I feel like you're like stubborn at times and rebel souls, and you just like to have a great time, and you're really fun-loving. And so your energy is very attractive. It's just very attractive. And so it's almost like spirit has to just keep you contained in certain areas so that no one else can mess with you. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just, it's like all for your own well-being, all for your good, all for your benefit. And, it's something that you're orchestrating behind the scenes, okay? You may even feel like, burning some candles, softening the mood, just keeping it kind of like low-key, down to earth, simple, even like quiet. I'm even feeling and hearing like music changes, like playing more softer music, whatever you can do to just kind of be in a vibe of calmness. And especially because this relationship is so electric. I really feel a lot of electricity, and I was just getting this vision or this picture. I used to live in the mountains, and the power went out at our place for 2 weeks because we had a huge snowstorm. Actually, it was winter and we had a huge snowstorm, and the power was out for 2 weeks. And we were in the mountains. I mean, I had a wood stove, so I was able to like cook on the wood stove and melt water and all of that. And we burned candles every night, obviously. And I really actually began to love it. Like I could feel the difference in the energy of my home when there was no electricity, and just burning candles every night. And just there was like this soft, wonderful feeling of energy that was so natural. There was no interference. There was no distortion. My kids were calmer. We were calmer. We enjoyed the dim light at night as opposed to having like bright light in our faces. It's like I could really live and experience the actual energetic difference. And I really began to appreciate it. And I started adopting it after we got the power back on. I really missed the way it felt with the electricity being off, because I could feel the difference was so strong. And sometimes we don't realize it until we have that contrast. So I'm feeling like that here. It's like there's something here where you two feel each other so strongly that sometimes it's got to be toned down a little bit. Otherwise, it's just like too much, you know? So I feel like you're both being guided in ways where you can, I don't know, tune into a more softer, subtler energy that's more natural, that really grounds both of you in a pure way. If that makes any sense for you. But I'm feeling like even just like, you know, turning off the lights at night and lighting some candles, like just creating a mood that's more, you know, sweet and romantic and not so bright and like electrifying. I don't know. It's just, there's something about that. So feel into that a little bit deeper for yourself. Oh, that's so interesting how that came through. It made me think of that time. I remember missing it, and so I started incorporating that more, you know, turning off the lights at night and just burning candles. Exchanging gifts, number 27. You both have beautiful gifts to share with one another, and they're the kind of gifts that I feel like you would only want to share with your soulmate, you know, your intimate partner, your number one. Like, these are things that you long to give each other. These are things you long to share with another person, and you can only share them with that person, and you both feel that way. I feel like this is a time for you to be open and receptive to those gifts. They're not just, you know, physical gifts in terms of, you know, being together or affectionate, or even, you know, physical gifts that you give each other. I feel like these are also recognizing the gifts that you give each other within, you know, your own connection to your heart and soul, and the gifts that it gives each other, you know, through healing, through manifesting, through visions, through spirit, through feeling more aligned and connected with your consciousness. There's something very spiritual here between the two of you. And I feel like when you're on your own, or when you're in your alone time, or whatever it is, like that's when you're open and receptive to receive those gifts, because of this connection that you have between each other. It's such a deep bond of love that when the two of you come together, it ignites certain gifts within yourself. And so, I don't know, I feel like here too with the cat and the ballerina, like there's a playfulness. Like I feel like you're able to express yourself in ways that are very playful, very fun. You're your fun-loving self, you know. There's just something here about being able to really appreciate that about each other, okay? So a lot of beautiful energy between the two of you, and the way that you exchange gifts with one another. It's really, really sweet. Super sweet. Okay, so let's get some self-love cards here. And actually, let me get one here from the Ascended Masters first. Right. So, right. So you may be feeling guided to, you know, just write how you feel right now. Journal and write about how you feel. You may feel inspired to write, you know, love letters to yourself, write poems, write song lyrics, just write your feelings down, write your dreams. Whatever's really kind of going through your heart right now, or whatever kind of, you know, blocks or restrictions you're letting go of right now, maybe feelings of frustration or feelings of, you know, anything that comes up from deeper within that's attracting any sort of patterns or negative thoughts that you don't want. I feel like there's a way of releasing these, and also learning the wisdom and seeing, you know, the full circle, you know, like what allows you to really embrace yourself in this connection in new ways, these healthy energies. I feel like there's a lot of like deeper inner wisdom within yourself. You may even discover that you love writing and there's something new about it that allows you to share on a deeper level, especially with understanding, a deeper, full sense of yourself with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Okay, because I feel like there's an importance here in acknowledging the hardships and the difficult things, the karmic lessons. There's something here about karmic lessons, and really being able to digest, ingest, process like the whole lesson, like to look at the whole thing without judgment, without fear, to be really honest about the things that you've been through, the feelings that you felt, and be able to put them on paper and acknowledge them and release them, like not be afraid to, acknowledge certain things or behaviors that you may have had in the past and how much you've grown today, how you've changed those things within yourself, how you see things differently. How you choose, it's like with the cassette here, it's not like telling the same old story. Like there's something here about acknowledging the old story so that as you're doing that, you see how it progresses and grows. Because if we don't acknowledge the old stuff, it's still kind of like lingering there inside of us. So I feel like there's something here that's revealing to you that allows you to gain that deeper wisdom, get to know your intuition on a deeper level, and also have full acceptance of yourself and your partner and your soulmate, okay? And let's get a self-love card here for you. Lifetime after lifetime, I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. I am always safe. I am eternal. I will go on forever from experience to experience. Lifetime after lifetime, I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. Okay, so I feel like your soul really wants you to know what a beautiful light you are, especially here with the candle illumination. There's something here about you that's very attractive. You're a very attractive person. You're a bright light. And you may not have felt appreciated fully for that in the past, where I feel like this person really does appreciate your light. In a very real, respectful way, obviously. And I feel like you need to know it first, so that you can really feel and sense, when someone's really appreciating you versus when you're just being like gaslit or love bombed or whatever. So for them, we have everything I need comes to me in the perfect time. I relax and enjoy life. I know that whatever I need to know is revealed to me in the perfect time and space sequence. Okay, so I feel like they're really learning how to trust divine timing, learning how to trust the flow, learning how to open up to spirit, learning their soul connection, going with the flow and just kind of letting go and not forcing things, not manipulating things, trusting, themselves in new ways, following what guides their heart, what guides their path. Because I feel like whatever it is that they're leaving behind feels way more effortless to them than it did staying in it. I feel like when they were staying in it, there's someone they're very committed, they're very loyal. There's somebody who, when they're in it for real. Like it's not just something to be in it for. And I feel like things got to a point where it was enough is enough and it's time to move forward. And in that choice of trusting themselves, they felt a release. They felt a relief that came with that. And were guided. They've been guided every step of the way moving forward, even if it's unknown to them. So I feel like, this is about you acknowledging your beautiful light. No matter what has happened in the past, you are a shining light and you will always be a shining light. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Like no one can extinguish your light. And I feel like your soulmate is, they may... It's like they may see themselves already. Like I feel like your soulmate's very attractive in that they know they're a bright light. They know they're a good person. However, for them, it's about trusting, trusting how life manifests and works and really trusting that connection to their own soul. That it's more than just knowing you're a bright light, that it's about having that true, authentic connection with your own spiritual guidance, your own inner guidance, listening to your own intuition. And that's what allows you to stay in alignment with your own light, right? Because otherwise we get really dark. So I feel like you guys are such a beautiful balance for one another. And, whatever it is you're going through, like, I feel like, in the unknown, in the unseen ways, you guys are really, really sweet and supporting each other in such beautiful ways. And I feel like writing is really going to be good for you and helping you connect in a more physical way, so to speak, with your soulmate. If you're not together at this time, I feel like there's this feeling where you feel more connected when you're writing, and also to your own soul and like where you're going in life. It's like you'll get to know what's really you and what's really like how your soulmate would really feel to you, especially if you haven't met each other yet. And if you have, I don't know, I feel like there's just this energy of allowing yourself to be free and explore in whatever way you authentically feel guided. And everything will be revealed in time. Okay. So group number 2, that is your message. I truly hope it resonated. I hope it just brought affirmation and guidance moving forward. You're all amazing. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe to the video, or subscribe to my channel if you're new. I welcome you. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you infinitely. I'm so grateful for each of you. It truly is my honor and pleasure to share these messages with all of you. Amazing, beautiful people, heart and soul. So thank you so much for the opportunity. And I will be back again very soon with another message. So be good to yourself as always. And I'm sending all my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 3. How are all of you, beautiful heart and souls? Thank you once again for tuning in. So let's see what your soul wants you to know about your soulmate connection. We have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Wow, I feel this deep affection for one another. You guys have a really sweet bond, really reassuring, really sweet friendship. I love it. So you already have this beautiful friendship between the two of you, and I'm really feeling this energy of nurturing it to the fullest extent right now. Perfect setting. So maybe focusing really on quality time with your soulmate, especially if you're, in a relationship right now. Giving yourself some time to focus on each other, spend some quality time with one another. Perfect setting here. I feel like the universe, the world energies, the earth energies are really conspiring for you on your behalf right now to create the perfect, environments, the perfect spaces, the perfect time to spend together. I'm seeing like, just like epic sunsets and moments under the stars, or like just holding hands, walking about, and magical little things happening. Okay, so you may be feeling guided to spend more time in nature. If you're not with anyone at this time, if you're manifesting your soulmate, it could be that you allow yourself some time to kind of create that quality time for yourself and tune into them when you're in special places. You may feel like traveling a little bit, or whenever you're experiencing something that you feel is just really beautiful. I feel like you may feel them on a deep level, and I feel like that's nurturing the bonds of friendship. Okay, I feel like it's different for whoever's tuning in. So take what resonates with you. I feel like if you and your partner are already together, this is a really beautiful time for you guys to spend quality time together. And I feel like if you're not together at this time and you're manifesting each other, whatever moments you do spend, like quality time with yourself, you're really going to feel them more than ever. Okay, perfect setting. It's like you just feel inspired to be drawn to the most perfect settings, and it's really about focusing on friendship, deepening the bonds of friendship between the two of you. You're best friends. You're soulmates and best friends in such beautiful ways. Okay, it's almost like, remember to be grateful and be able to nurture these bonds. And there's certain things that you'll feel inspired to do to be that nurturing energy in your relationship. And it's really beautiful. Look at this. We have the 10 of Cups. I love it. So I'm going to pull some tarot for your energy and for theirs. So you have the 10 of Cups, Death, and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And they have the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay. So what I'm really feeling here for you is there's this energy you feel with them where you feel the total package, right? The fulfillment, everything. You guys are just such great soulmates. You're good friends. It's like your best friends. Everything that you could possibly want in a relationship, you feel in this person. You feel romance, you feel family, you feel future, you feel like you could do anything with them. Like no matter what, they improve your life in all sorts of ways. I feel like there's something here that you're letting go of, and it's whatever it is, you know it's necessary for the future, and creating that true foundation that's solid, that lasts forever. Like whatever it is, you're not afraid to let go of anything that needs to go, that's not serving you. I feel like for you, it's very effortless. Even if it's difficult at times, like I feel like you always see the bigger picture. And I feel like whatever's happening right now with your soulmate, there's something here that's been weighing heavy on their mind. There's something here that maybe they've had difficulty grasping or really accepting. And whatever this is, it's like as you go through some sort of transition of letting go, like there's something in your life that you're letting go of. You're transitioning, and it brings a lot of clarity into your soulmate's life. I feel like there's this, whatever it is, it's helping them see things in a spiritual way, in a deeper spiritual way. I feel like because they've been going through a difficult time, like I feel like there's been some things really heavy weighing on their mind. Whatever this is, I feel like this is an opportunity that's been bringing you closer in a more spiritual way. Like there's something you're experiencing together that's profound. And it's really allowing you to be deeper friends, maybe deeper friends than you've ever been. Maybe the relationship has been more focused on romance or those traditional roles of like what relationships should look like. And I feel like there's something here that's bringing you closer in a way that the friendship bond is so important, and it really puts the spotlight on it. It really amplifies how important it is to be friends with one another, how important it is to be able to talk about whatever's going on and not take things personal, and to be there for one another. And I feel like it's inspiring your soulmate to be more deeply committed, to the choices that they're making, to their own spiritual path, to their own practices, their own personal growth, whatever that it means for them. And I feel like you really see them as, the Ten of Pentacles, that you both can build a lifestyle together, a family life together that is like legacy, that lasts forever, that includes everyone, all the people you care about, and that you can be abundant together, wealthy together, rich together, and not just in love, and also in experiences, also in work, also in play, all of it. There's something here about quality energy, quality versus quantity. And by choosing to be together on everything, I feel like there's a lot of ease of mind going on here, okay? So I'm going to clarify with these cards. We have date, love, and palm tree. We have coffee cup. Wow. Kisses. And heart with a key. Oh my goodness. You two are so adorable. You are so adorable. I feel like you are so intuitively able to pick up on what each other needs. I feel like, with your soulmate here, there's this energy of when things are weighing heavy on their mind, you're the person they just want to talk to about things, even if it's just, it's like there doesn't really need to be a reason. However, just talking with each other brings ease to their mind, even if it's not about what's on their mind. I feel like there's this energy where they like to meet up with you. We have date here. You're even feeling inspired to like kind of rekindle things in a new way. Like let's go on a date together. Let's go do something fun together that's just for you and me, that kind of just, brings that quality of the bond closer together. I feel like here with death and love, like there's something here where you really are in tune with life itself and love, and you understand, appreciating life for what it is, and not being attached to in certain ways, and to be able to accept things, to honor them, to honor the sacredness of things, to be grateful, to not to take things for granted, and to allow the transformation or transitions in life to occur. And I feel like, it helps you see what's really important in life. It helps you really stay focused on love and nurturing that love within yourself. And you know how important it is. And here with palm tree, it's stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. It's like you feel with this person, this is your soulmate, this is forever. It brings like this sense of just, paradise almost. But there's a willingness and knowing that you got to be flexible and go with the flow, and you know, it's like building stability and building a foundation requires, you know, being all inclusive with each other, the ups, the downs, the goods, the bad, all of it, okay? And I feel like it helps you both become very much more flexible. At least you, maybe before, maybe we're more rigid in things. I feel like it really helps you open up and feel ease and be more flexible to what's going on in life. Especially, you know, as you're building something with financial success and abundance in your family. I feel that for you no matter what. I feel like it just allows you to feel things are solidified and more permanent. It feels really good. This person is somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with and build a life with. Okay. I feel like with them, you know, they enjoy being around your presence. They enjoy talking to you, especially when there's a lot going on within their own mind and life. You just bring a sense of, you know, friendship and peace and ease to their world. And I feel like here there's moments of clarity for them and new inspiration, and they want to like send you kisses like, thank you, you're helping me see things more clearly. I'm receiving more clear insight. I feel like, you know, I can open up my heart to love. When I'm opening up my heart to you, there's this sense of clarity that they feel in the truth. You know, there's no deception, there's no lies, there's no underlying agendas or anything like that. And heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. So they definitely want to make a commitment to you for the long haul. They feel like making a commitment to you or being committed to you is very reassuring to them. It aligns with their values, their principles, what it is that they want in life, everything. You know, you're both very much committed to one another. And you know, they feel that you're the one. They feel you're the one, and you feel that they're the one. Okay, so being sure to nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So yeah, there's like all sorts of, I feel like the, you know, nature, the earth, the spirit guides, the higher self, however you want, you yourself, it's like creating these perfect settings for you to really, you know, like set the mood. It's just really sweet, really sweet. You're definitely, it's like, even though you're together, like I feel like if this relationship has been going on for a while, it's like there's this new energy of life within it where you just feel like going on dates and doing things like anyone in a new relationship would. And yet, you know, if this is something new that hasn't manifested yet for you, your soulmate's on the way, like you can feel this excitement within yourself. I feel like it's, you know, when you do finally meet, like there's this energy of just knowing that each other is the one, and it will definitely be a progression where you're being friends is the most important thing. You know, establishing a friendship with each other is just going to be something that happens very effortlessly, and it's important to both of you to be friends. You know, if there's no friendship, there's no true bond between the two of you, right? So it's really important to both of you, and it's really beautiful. You're best for, look at this, angel of love. Oh my goodness. You two are absolutely beautiful. Definitely, you know, feel the spirit guides, the angels around you, you know, really helping you guys through whatever challenges or situations that may feel uncomfortable. I feel like they really want you to know, you know, that focusing on the friendship is so important. And then the love part, all that stuff comes naturally. You know, there's nothing you need to think about or do. I feel like it's all kind of just like happening, you know, without you being aware of it fully, although it's like the best way. It's like you're falling in love with each other for who you are and for being there for each other in the most important ways. You know, that really creates that true lasting relationship that's healthy, that's solid, that's grounded, that's secure, that feels so good, you know? And there's nothing but love, you know? I love it so much. You're both angels of love. And look at this, the Grail Knight. Romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Number 6. Wow. Oh my goodness. You guys have a love like I've never felt before. Honestly, this is really beautiful. You're both very, you're very committed to being real and authentic, and, you know, knowing that this person is the one and being the one for that person. Like there's something here about sacred love and really honoring sacred love. You're very much celebrated, you know, in many ways. Like I feel your soul and your guides just are so happy to support you two, because you really do make choices that are aligned with the values of, you know, establishing a good solid foundation for family, for future, for the legacy of life itself. You know, you're really aligned, your priorities are in the right place, your heart's in the right place. You really do seek out the sacred, you honor the sacred. Especially here, you know, I feel like this with the death energy, there's an honoring here of the sacred of life, and being really grateful, you know, feeling really grateful, having appreciation, true gratitude and appreciation. Like, you both deserve this so much. You're wonderful examples for others. You're wonderful inspiration for yourselves and others. And I feel like you're a couple that so many of us could look up to and feel inspired by. It's really, really beautiful, and you deserve the most beautiful moments together that the two of you just share, you know? It's like, I feel like there's this, you guys both have such big hearts. You have wonderfully big hearts. And I feel like this is a relationship that is quite an example for many of us. So my goodness, thank you. And you very much deserve this. Make the sacrifice, number 27, okay? Make the sacrifice. So whatever this is, I feel for you and this death energy, there's something here about letting go of something. Love is, you know, it's about honoring each other where we're at. It's about honoring ourselves and also honoring the whole, you know. So I feel like there's whatever sacrifices you're being asked to make, in your heart, you know that it's the right thing to do. It could just be, you know, creating priority time for you and your soulmate, for yourself, whatever it is. If you're not with your soulmate at this time, really creating that time to create the energy, you know, for the right settings. You know, I'm feeling like if you haven't manifested your soulmate yet in terms of physical reality and they're on their way, I feel like this could even be, you know, creating that special time for yourself, like quality time. It could be, you know, just kind of getting out of your regular routine and doing something that feels more friendly, you know, friendly with yourself, friendly with others, creating time to have that quality time of friendship together, you know, nurturing your relationship as if you are friends, you know, whatever it is. There's something here about being able to make a sacrifice for love, you know, that there's nothing more important than love. Okay. Only you know what it is. So take what resonates. We have smoke prayers. Smoke prayers. Okay, so this is basically like whatever you feel you need to release at this time. Okay, for example, if there are certain things within yourself you need to release, or there's certain worries or concerns, you know, this is all about releasing your prayers, right? Releasing your prayers to the smoke, to the ethereal, to your spirit guides, to whatever it is. You may feel inspired to like build a little fire, write some things down, and write your prayers down, and, you know, burn them and release your prayers into the smoke. It's like connecting with the ancestors, connecting with the energies, the elements of life itself, connecting with fire, which is, you know, inspiration and passion. It's a cleansing energy as well, especially with death, to help let go of things. Very sacred type of energy of being able to connect with earth in a way that, I don't know, I feel like whatever's weighing heavy on your heart right now, whatever's feeling a little, giving you anxiety or worries in any way, this is encouraging you to release your prayers in some sort of ritual way, in terms of, you know, connecting more with the elements, especially fire. Okay, so I'm really getting like writing some things down on paper. It could be, you know, whatever, I don't know, whatever it is that you feel guided to. I'm not going to give suggestions here, although I always want to. I'm feeling guided not to do that, and for you to tune more into your own heart and soul and write down whatever your prayers are, whatever it is that you're asking or seeking guidance or wisdom or clarity, or just, you know, whatever it is you need to release and sacrifice, so that you feel more of that connection with like your ancestors, with the guides, with your own soul. Okay, and with the earth itself. There's something here about the earth and being more playful and being more interactive with the earth elements. Okay, so let's get a few more cards here. Let's see. I'm even seeing like burning incense, like in your home or something, clearing the air, just bringing some things to the, energies into your home. We have why. We have why, number 31. So here with the book and the wings, there may be some new things that you have questions about. There may be some, confusion or just like some not understanding or knowings around certain subjects. I feel like here with the book, it may be guiding you to, dig a little bit deeper into things, read some different things, read books on certain spiritual things or esoteric things, even stories of humanity, love stories. Anything that you feel drawn to when it comes to like your own personal questions and what's going on within yourself, with your soulmate, with life itself. It could even have to do with this death energy here. As far as your soulmate goes, it could have to do with more understanding of spiritual practices and understanding your own connection to source, to your own personal growth. And I feel like, whatever answers that you're seeking, you will find, and there's reasons why you're asking the question why. And there's answers, it's like an exciting feeling to learn. I'm feeling like there's like deeper insight here, and it's something that it really calls to your heart and spirit to learn about. Okay. So I feel like whatever kind of books or like readings or different things you want to look into, I feel like it'll be really helpful at this time and help you feel deeper into what's going on and answer some of your questions about your own soul path, about your own journey, about who you are, about why you feel the way you do about certain things, why you ask certain questions, why you feel certain things. I don't know. There's something here about, like really embracing this question why, like just like a little kid. Like there's a very playful energy here. Why, it's because, this is like a really, it's like the type of energy that wants to learn and grow and explore and discover. It's very curious. It's very youthful. It's very much alive. And I really love this. Okay. And I'm really seeing the book here with the wings as like really enjoying what you're reading and learning and getting to know and, seeking the sacred. Like there's something here about the relationships, lovers. You may be looking into all of that type of stuff right now, and feeling drawn to learn more. Okay. So whatever answers you're seeking, you may find, by simply opening up a book. Okay. You're not alone on the journey. There's so many other people that are out there that have written some really amazing things. And, I don't know. I feel like this is a time of expansion for both of you in such beautiful ways. And I feel like it's like, I don't know, there's a release of like worrying about things and being more just like excited to learn whatever you feel like learning in the moment. And it's all about how your life is unfolding and progressing. It kind of pertains to what it is you're curious about. And we have trust, Vishnu. I love this. So trust, really trust your path, trust how it's unfolding, trust your heart, trust your soul, trust your gut. Trust your feelings. Okay, this is really all about just dropping into that deep trust about what you know and feel inside. This is your life. This is your journey. No one else is walking it for you. You are your own unique, authentic self. Your soulmate is yours. And this relationship is something that only the two of you can feel that deep bond. It's meant just for the two of you. So really trust yourself. Trust what you feel at this time. And always, of course. And there's also something here about full acceptance of yourself, all the many different aspects of yourself, all the different things that you're into. You're multidimensional. You're really in tune with different types of energies and being open and learning about different things, especially here with your soulmate. There's something here about feeling more freedom and being able to explore their own self, their own consciousness, their own spiritual connection in ways that they may have never been able to embrace before. And really being open to the one, the soulmate, I don't know. There's something here that's really freeing for both of you. So really trust whatever it is you're guided to do. Feel safety in being able to experiment, so to speak, to learn, to feel into things, okay, to explore who you are. It's like you just get to know yourself better and better, and also life, in new ways. You get to share in all that, okay? So I'm going to pull a self-love card here for you. I live and work in comfort and ease and beauty. My home is a reflection of me, and I choose to make it a wonderful place to live. Okay, so my goodness. especially here with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. You love your home. I feel like this is, you may work from home as well. Either way, if you don't, it's like, I feel like your home is a place of, sanctuary. It's an oasis. It's a place of peace. It's you. It's a reflection of you in every way. And so I feel like, you may feel inspired to just really make it, something special, something your own. You may feel inspired to move things around or redecorate, or just keep adding, wonderful things to your home, whatever it is right now. I feel like it's like nesting almost, that feeling of just like spring cleaning or nesting or like preparing for something. I don't know, you just may feel more inspired right now to kind of fix up your place, especially if you haven't met your soulmate right now. Maybe you're, thinking and envisioning and having them over and then them looking at your house like, okay, is this how I want it? And maybe, you're with your partner already and they walk in the door and they're like, wow, and it's still all a reflection of you. It's like, I don't feel like you have to worry about making any compromises or anything like that. It's actually inspiring you to be even more of who you are and to really just, do whatever it is that you want to do. That's a reflection of you. And so you just feel so much more at ease, with moving forward in your life and whatever's happening. This relationship is all really positive and beneficial, okay? And for your soulmate, it says, I affirm that I am totally willing to freely forgive everyone. I release from within me all bitterness and resentment. I let go of old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. Wow, that's really powerful, especially here with the Hierophant card. I'm really feeling this, like this energy here, especially here with Heart with the Key. There's something about you that helps them really release the past. It's like they see in you that there are good people in the world, that friends actually do exist, that you are that person to them. And I don't know, I feel like this relationship, the more that they feel into it, the more that they open up their heart to it, it really does help them release things from the past. It helps them go within themselves and, realize they don't need to hold on to old things from the past, that it's only keeping them from moving forward, with someone they could really love and care about in really deep ways, helping them seek the sacred, to see the truth of things. And I feel like you're both this angel of love to each other. And it's not just about romance. It's not just about the traditional roles. Like I said earlier, I feel like this is so much deeper. And the biggest main point between the two of you is to nurture the friendship, to make that a priority, to nurture the friendship between the two of you, because that's going to help open up the doors for everything else. Just being that person, that really honors them as a friend, that sees them for who they are, and that supports them as a person, because that's what friends do, right? So it's like, I don't know, you guys are both just very loving, very accepting. You may have, certain things where you feel like in your own home, like you do things maybe because of what someone else thinks. I feel like there's a letting go of, what other people think for both of you, and just really embracing your true authentic selves. And you're an amazing person and a good friend. And this sort of soulmate relationship really like affirms that for you and reflects that to you in actual real life, in ways that, just feel so real and authentic that there's no denying it. It's like this beautiful affirmation, that you have for one another. And I feel part of you are already together, and there's a part of you that aren't. Like half of you are already in a relationship and the other half of you aren't. However, either way, this is so beautiful to have that. Like, I feel like you two are an example for all of us, to be able to work through things in your own life and then with each other, and to be a good friend to yourself and then to be a good friend to your partner, and like the dynamic of all of that. It's, it can go very deep. So I feel like you two are just, always going to be continually inspired to be your best selves, to be the person that you want to be, to always be a good friend, and, to nurture this friendship and to really appreciate the beautiful moments that are unfolding for you. Because I do feel a lot of beautiful moments that are already like being set up for both of you to enjoy, that are just for the two of you, that are very romantic and will be the envy. Like, I feel people envious. This is, there's just so much more unfolding for you too. And there's so much more here that I feel, however, this is up to you two to seek the sacred and to, really embrace this relationship day by day, step by step, and open up to the curiosities, the discovery of this for yourself. Okay. Trust, okay. So group number 3, that is your message. I truly hope it resonated. I hope it affirmed what you feel and know in your own heart to be true, and that it just offered any sort of affirmation or guidance, wisdom moving forward for you. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. To all my subscribers, I love you infinitely. Thank you so much for tuning in once again with me here, and I am always so honored. It's such a pleasure to share these messages, so thank you all for allowing me that opportunity. And I look forward to the next message that comes through. I'll be back again very soon. So continue being really good to yourselves, and I'm sending all my infinite love as always. Peace.